Good morning and welcome to Creative Car Detailing. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Etienne and I am the owner of Creative Car Detailing. As you can see behind me, we've got this beautiful Melbourne Red BMW 2 Series that I detailed this week. This is the type of work that we do. This car is detailed and ceramic coated. I still need to dress the tires and touch up a couple of things before the owner comes. But what we are going to be discussing today is this: how to restore a motorcycle screen. The owner of this vehicle dropped this off with it. There's actually two of them. But of course, this is the worst one that I'm showing you guys. This one is in better condition. But we are going to look at how to restore motorcycle screen on the worst of them. As you can see, the screen has a thick layer of dust on it. So my first step is going to be to use the IPA wipe, aka Geon Prep, to clean the surface so we can get an idea of the true condition. I'm going to spritz a couple of sprays on here and then I'll wipe it clean. I can already see that this has some overspray on it that we're going to have to deal with, or paint. But let's get it clean and then we can have a look at the true condition of the screen. If you look closely, you can see there's specks of paint all over the screen, mostly on the top side. The underside looks pretty good. I saw one or two down here. There's some traces of paint right there, but that's about it for the underside. So most of it is on the top side. To remove the overspray from the surface, I'm going to use a clay bar. I just used it on this small section here, and it's completely free of overspray compared to there. For instance, you can still see the paint or the overspray or whatever it is. So I'm going to go ahead and clay this entire screen to make sure that it's free of all the paint speckles. The clay will scratch this up, so I'm going to use all-purpose cleaner actually to make sure that I've got enough lubrication for the clay to glide on the surface and not scratch it up too much. So I'm quickly going to clay this and then I'll catch you guys once I'm done with that. Quick interruption. I've clayed both this side. There's one or two specks remaining. Like there's a speck, but it is coming off quite good. It is scratching it up a lot, but there's the side that hasn't been clayed. You can see all those specks of paint there. I'm 100% sure we'll be able to polish this out in a minute or two. So I'm just going to knock out this side and then we'll start the polishing process on it. So one thing I want to clarify is, if there's no paint specks on your screen, you don't have to clay it. There's absolutely no need for that. That's just the safest method for me to get the paint specks off of the screen. So our next step is going to be to polish the screen. What I'm going to use is some Farecla polish. This has high cut and it finishes extremely good as well. And I will be using my Rupes iBrid Nano. You guys don't have to use a machine, you can polish it by hand as well. The results with the machine is just going to be a lot better. So once I'm done with this, it's going to look brand new. Very hard to believe at this stage. So I'm going to start and polish it with that. The biggest thing is going to be to keep the screen in place while I'm polishing. It's currently sitting on a crate. I'm actually going to take that crate and put it next to it, so I've got more surface to lay it down on. And I will probably start on this side, just because when I lay it down on the face, there's a lot of contact area that makes contact with the cloth, which is going to scratch it up a bit. Not as bad as it is right now, but it's going to scratch it up. When I'm done with the inside, I can put it like this, and the dome effect that it has will prevent it from touching the cloth all the way. So I'm going to start on the inside, flip it around, then do the outside. After various stages, this is what the screen looks like at the moment. Before, if you can remember, you couldn't even see through it. There is still some damage left. Like this corner, it looks like someone sanded it or something, I don't know. Maybe they tried to get some bugs off or something and scratched it. But I'm going to do an IPA wipe now, and then I'll protect it. I'm probably going to use, I think this. Yeah, I'll put some of this on there to protect it, to make sure it's hydrophobic in the future, so it cleans up easy. If you take that condition, now before this one was in mint condition and this one was looking terrible, to give you a side-by-side idea. I'm just gonna let this wax sit for a minute, then I'll buff it off and I'll show you guys the final outcome. One thing I want to ask you guys, if it's your first time here, please consider subscribing for more detailing content to see stuff like this. And also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. If you guys have any questions, I'll drop my email on the screen. It's info@creativecardetailing.com. Shoot me an email and I'll assist you guys with whatever detailing related questions you have. But I'm going to buff this off and show you guys the final verdict. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Peace out and reflect your passion.